defensive and offensive plays there, which I'll come to in a moment. So we've covered managed hosting and managed services. And then moving on to private cloud. So enterprise IT organizations that want the flexibility of cloud-like computing, but still want a dedicated IT ecosystem, i.e. they don't want to put their crown jewels into public cloud services, even if they are sort of ring-fenced and privately accessed, they are very good targets for private cloud services. And what this basically involves is building out a private cloud, whether it ends up using Windows-based technologies or Linux-based technologies, essentially bringing cloud-like features, but dedicated to a single customer. And this is a good offensive play, because when you look at financial services clients, when you look at mid to larger sized enterprises, and if you do this on a shared service model and you're able to standardize the offering, which is a challenge, then you can bring the cost to serve down, where it becomes much more attractive to do it this way than in-house, and you still have sort of a bit of protection against public cloud service providers, in that a CIO or CTO wouldn't want to put their crown jewels into the public cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, there is a bit of a challenge in that, obviously, as you would expect, the likes of Microsoft Azure and AWS are hosting region-specific data center deployments, for example, in the UK or in Germany and so on and so forth, to target local hosting requirements that both government and enterprises might have. So, this is a bit of it is a rapidly evolving space, but I do see private cloud offerings as a revenue growth area over the next 3 to 5 years for a player like Pulsant. Without private cloud offerings, if all they're doing is managed hosting and managed services, that is going to be increasingly commoditized, and they will be caught in a margin squeeze.
Okay.
And then moving on to hybrid cloud offerings, there will be a combination of two things. Number one, there will be organizations that are more open to integrating public cloud services into their private IT. Mm-hmm. Or the flip side of that is there will always be a subset of applications that can reside in the cloud, but you host more sensitive applications on internal IT, whether that internal IT is a private cloud that you host with a trusted provider or whether you do it in-house. Okay. And increasingly hosted with a trusted provider.
Okay. So in your opinion, Microsoft, Amazon, these hyperscalers, do you think they are a direct threat to Pulsant and Clarinet, for example, or do you think they can coexist?
I think they can coexist at least for the next 5 to 10 years, and certainly with the likes of Clarinet, because Clarinet don't have the underlying capital investment in terms of their own data centers. Yeah. They've got leases. Yes, these leases are long term, but equally, they can enter into new leases if required without the capex burden of building a new data center, whereas Pulsant don't have that flexibility. There is a collaboration model available where, especially focusing on hybrid cloud architectures, a Pulsant or a Clarinet, and I know for a fact Clarinet already do this. They can collaborate with the Microsofts of the world or the Amazon Web Services of the world, and work in combination with their platform tools offered by these hyperscalers to offer IT architectural transformation.
Okay.
Right. So they've got to keep watching their backs. Is a rather blunt way of putting it, but there is both a window of opportunity in terms of private cloud and hybrid cloud services. Number one, and number two, there is also money to be made in terms of the collaboration, because essentially then the demand engine is being run by an AWS or by a